First Lady Michelle Obama slammed females who voted for President Trump, saying this: any woman who voted against Hillary Clinton voted against their own voice. What does it mean for us as women that we look at those two candidates as women? And many of us said, that guy, he's better for me. His voice is more true to me. Well, that to me, that just says you don't like your voice. You like the thing you are told to like. A lot to unravel there. Here to react, our panel of politically active moms. So thrilled to have all of you here. Different backgrounds, different perspectives, and most importantly, all moms. Just quickly, can any of you raise your hand that voted for President Trump? Oh, a few of you. Okay, Kim, I'll start with you. You're a mother of one. Do you feel like that vote was against your own voice?
I'm a political consultant, and I tell every single woman that I work with, if you're running because you're a woman, you're going to lose. And I tell every guy that I work with, if you're running against a woman, that it's equally as loony to try to portray them on that. The bottom line is it's the issues. I'm a mom, but I'm also a business owner. I'm a Republican, but I have lots of interest in getting my taxes cut and a better economy and good schools for my daughter. And, that's what matters to me. Not that there's a woman that Madeleine Albright decided to, scold women when she was helping Hillary Clinton. If anybody knows women, they realize they don't like to be scolded.
They also don't like to be told what to do. That exactly. Is for sure. Kathy, part of it that got me was when she says, for women who said Trump is better for me, you like the thing that you are told to like. Basically saying that anyone who voted for Trump, they were told to do that.
Yeah.
What's your response?
Apparently the left still does not get it. This election has never been about ovaries. I said it then, and I continue to say it today.
Thank you.
As women, we can speak beyond our uteruses. And what this election was about then, and it continues to be about today, is what kind of America do we want? And by extension, what kind of world do we want to live in and raise up the next generation? President Trump and Hillary Clinton were offering two completely different versions of America. And just within the last 9 months, we faced some very formidable challenges, from Syria gassing its own people to North Korea's nuclear ambitions to injecting growth, porous borders, and the list goes on. And none of those issues are women issues. They are American issues. And that is how I voted.
Yeah. Keisha, I see you have a lot you want to say there.
Yes. Well, first of all, I agree with Michelle Obama. I believe that having a voice is very important, and unfortunately a lot of women do not even recognize their voice. I'm raising a daughter who's 14 years old, and if you ask her right now, what do you have? She'll say a voice. Why would any woman feel that a man who objectifies women, who says that it's okay to grab a woman by her genitalia, want that person to be their leader? So it is important. It's about equality, and females have to have the same opportunities as males. And I feel like if a president does not value a woman like he values a man, we're losing in that ability to have equal opportunity.
All right, Dr. Jeanine, I want to get you in here because you didn't support Trump necessarily, but you have an interesting perspective.
Yeah, so I'm a proud Hillary supporter, and I did not vote for Trump, but yet I see a lot of Republican women in my practice. And
what do they tell you?
What Michelle Obama was saying. They want their own voice. So they do want their own voice. They want equal pay. They want access to birth control. Many of them quietly want access to abortion, that type of thing. So I tend to agree with what Michelle Obama said, but then I see my Republican patients' point of view about how they want some things, but not other things. A lot of them are very, very, very concerned about their taxes. I tend not to be a one-issue voter, so I'm looking at the broad strokes of everything.
And I imagine they're very independent thinkers on their own. Jeanine, I want to get you in here. Interesting when you hear these comments and you think about, 8 years ago, and Michelle Obama's husband was running against Hillary Clinton at the time. I imagine at that point, who knows who she voted for, but I would guess it was for not Hillary Clinton, it was for her husband.
Oh, I'm sure she did. But listen, Abby, elections are about policies, and identity politics is always playing a role for some reason. People think that because you're black, you're supposed to vote Democrat. Because you're a woman, you're supposed to vote for a woman. It's about policies. And I think Michelle Obama has insulted over 40% of the women who did vote for President Trump. I find her comments were very condescending. Americans, women, men, we are concerned about the forgotten men and women. We want lower taxes. We want good national security, immigration reform. Those are the issues that Americans voted for in favor of President Trump.
And issues that moms, Beth, care about more than anything. They care about their kids. They care about their grandkids and their future.
Correct. And I think what's important, too, to remember is what she said. How about the hypocrisy? The left, they're always advocating for gender neutrality. And yet we're supposed to vote by gender. If you continued on and listened to or read actually what she actually spoke at the convention, she also referred to herself as the former first spouse, instead of referring to herself as the former first lady. She wanted to get it out there that, she is gender neutral and that's important, and that's going to be, so to speak, the wave of the future. And it's so hypocritical. And I think, frankly, that most women that heard her statement, they understand that this is just another hypocritical thing from the left, and it's double standard.
Becca?
Well, I admire Michelle Obama as a mom, but the days of Stalinist feminism are over, and I wouldn't presume to speak about her voice. Abby, this week a woman graduated from the basic school at Quantico. She's the first Marine qualified to lead an infantry platoon. And
How powerful is that?
It's just so great.
Action speaks so much louder than any words ever could.
Right, and we don't know her name, and I sure don't know her voice. I would never presume to speak for that young woman, that officer's voice. And I think we should all have our own voices.
Amen. Well, I'm going to give you the last word here, Jeannie.
Yeah, well, I think we all have to take a step back and say this is Michelle Obama. Of course, she's a Democrat. She is going to say she opposes Donald Trump and that we all should. So I don't see anything shocking about what she said. I think we have to go back to the issue of policy. It has been 9 months. What policies has President Trump put forward to benefit women? That's the question, and to benefit all of us. And you can look down the line at some of these policies, including the inability of Republicans to repeal and replace Obamacare, has a huge impact on women. And so there is a policy perspective here that we have to look at, and that's missing when we have conversations. And that's why I didn't want Michelle Obama to come out, because it clouds a really important message about policy, because she's so close, obviously, to the Democratic Party.
Well, some great opinions here. I think everyone agrees, regardless of your background, that policy is most important, far more important than politics will ever be. Ladies, thank you so much. I think most of you will be back here in the next 2 hours.